Greetings from Southern California, USA. My name is Dr. Emily Letran, and I'm a Regents with the Global Summits Institute. And I have the honor of welcoming Dr. Catrise Austin this morning to our meeting. First, I just want to take a moment and go through some housekeeping or introduction, rather. Um, I have a couple of slides to share. We are the Global Summits Institute, and we our mission is to unite all doctors. We've got doctor in medicine, doctor in pharmacy, in dentistry, philosophy, optometry, and chiropractic. And our goal is to bring doctors together in the doctor to doctor movement. So we will be able to help each other grow, to get rid of third party interventions, and really to enjoy life as doctors the way that it was meant to be. I am a dentist, been a dentist for 28 years, graduated from UCLA. And at the moment, I have two dental practices, multi specialty in Southern California, have beautiful family, three beautiful children. I am also a certified high performance coach, business strategist, speaker, and author. I run Exceptional Leverage Coaching, which is a coaching institute that help professional doctors grow their business. And I also host event called Action to Win, where we share growth strategies from leaders in different industries. One of the projects that the Global Summit Institute is working on, and we have about 28 projects. The one I want to mention is we launching a book. It's called Doctor to Doctor, and it has contributors such as Dr. Edward Zuckerberg, the father of Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, Dr. Keanu Shah, who is the founder of the Global Summits Institute. We have leaders from the chiropractic field, from pharmacy, from optometry, from philosophy. And we're launching this book in July. So I would love to invite everybody to come to the event that is going to be in Miami, July 9th and 10th. You can go to actiontowin.com to see the book launching program, to see all the great speakers. The theme is your network is your net worth. So it's really fit right in with the doctor to doctor philosophy that we have. The program that we're launching in August is part of the Universal School of Health, and it's the Doctorate of Healthcare Business. Please take a picture of this slide, drhb.org. You can go there. You can see all the faculties that who are really leaders from across the world. The program is 91 weeks in length. We have 5-week modules. We're going to have the doctors do a thesis and defense. And when you finish the program, which take about 2 years, you're going to be on top of your profession. So as a newer doctor, this is going to really prepare you how to be successful in the real world, because as we all know, in professional school nobody teaches business. And even when you've been out for a few years, 5 years, 10 years, this program is going to take your skill to the next level, because we talk about different aspects from debt consolidation, from increasing cash flow, from growing your business, marketing, intellectual property, and like I said, research, where you can write a book, you can write article, and you become a leader and a resource for the scientific community. As you see on this Podinar, a lot of the doctors who are on the Podinars are part of the top 100 doctors. And you can see these two links here. Again, please take a picture of these. We nominate these doctors, or some of the doctors can nominate themselves, because they have made contribution to their respective field. This doesn't mean that they are superior. This means that they are contributors to the community, and they have that heart and passion to serve. And we invite these doctors on the Podinar, which is very similar to what you're seeing right now. So I would love to have all of you be part of our doctor to doctor movement. And at this point, I am really, 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 really excited to introduce our first. Actually, she's the second person of the day, but she's my first speaker that I have the honor to introduce. I have met Dr. Catrice Austin on Clubhouse. Actually, we have never met. And I love her passion. I love the fire in her. And I just reached out to her and said, Doctor, I think you should join this doctor to doctor movement. I think you should be part of the top 100 doctor program. And I really love to have you come on and share your passion and your expertise on how to become a celebrity dentist. Now, we all know that in order to grow, our business, people have to look up to us, right? And by looking up to us, I don't mean you got a degree from whatever school, Harvard, UCLA. Just because you have that degree, it doesn't mean that people will look up to you, right? You've got to be showing expertise. You've got to position yourself that you are different from the doctor down the street or across town or in another state. And a lot of times that means putting yourself out there. And as doctors, we're not trained to do that, right? A lot of time if we say, hey, go brag to your patient that you just got this certificate, most of the doctor will say, no, I'm not gonna do that. I already put it on my website. They can see it on the website. Well, what if nobody go to the website, but your patients are on social media? Your patients are on LinkedIn, on Instagram, where Dr. Catrice Austin lives a lot of time. On all of these platforms, so you gotta be where your customers, your patients, your clients are. And that's what Dr. Austin is going to share a little bit of that and more. And then she's going to invite you to join her to learn more in depth about how to be just like her. She is a trailblazing expert in the field of dentistry. She's a number one best-selling author and an award-winning cosmetic dentist to the stars. Dr. Austin was recently voted as one of the top 25 women in dentistry by Dental Products Report magazine. She was also named as one of Clear's most influential dentists in America for her influence in the field of dentistry, known as the Queen of Smile. Smile, doctor. There you go. Dr. Austin has shared tips and oral health tips on national TV shows like Dr. Oz, and as well as local TV morning shows all across America. She's now coaching other doctors on how to become celebrity doctor in her new book and her coaching course. Dr. Austin practices cosmetic dentistry in New York and her hometown of Flint, Michigan. Dr. Austin, welcome to our partner.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I mean, that was an intro. You really nailed it. Especially with being a doctor, just having that degree, you just nailed it. Having that degree and opening up the doors, putting a shingle out with your sign and your name is just not enough today to get you the clients and compete in today's medical and dental business world. So I have spent 24 years now, I'm right there behind you, building a brand that would set me apart from my competition. And the other thing is I get to have fun with it. I mean, medicine and dentistry can be quite boring and you got to have fun with it. You have to, just be different and have fun. So that's what I have built in the last 24 years. And I would love to share a little bit of my story. Like you said, I'm working now in New York City as well as Flint, Michigan. And in the last 3 years, in 2017, I sold my brand, my business that I built from scratch. And now I'm doing dentistry my way, like really my way. I'm only doing the two procedures that I love, which are porcelain veneers and teeth whitening. So now when I go to work every day, and I show up on social media, I'm speaking the porcelain veneer and teeth whitening language, and I'm attracting the customers who can afford to pay me, who are excited to get the work from me. And it just makes going to work really, really fantastic every single day. So I have some slides that I would like to show the audience. And it's going to be a talk about building, identifying your brand. I'm going to cover how to create your message. I'm also going to talk about how to pitch yourself. to your prospective clients. And also, if you're looking to build a celebrity brand and you want to get on TV as well, we'll talk a little bit about email pitching or pitching to the media so that you too can get on TV, get quoted in magazines, and be on podcasts like this. And
Before you go on to that, I have a question. Like I mentioned earlier, most of us, we are not looking for that celebrity status per se, right? Because most of us we weren't taught that we need to be a celebrity in order to attract patients. Why did you choose to do that? Was there
well,
something that trigger? Was there an ambition? Somebody inspire you, maybe?
when I came to New York City after doing my residence, I graduated University of Maryland in dental school 1996. I only came to New York City for a year, so I thought. I just came here to do my residency. And in that year, in 1996, I discovered that there's a world out there. I had been in school all my life, and I came to New York, and wow, there's dance clubs, there's restaurants, there's celebrities roaming around. And I actually started frequenting a comedy club every Sunday. I didn't know very many people when I got to New York, so I would hang out at this comedy club because I love to laugh. And then I discovered by going there on a weekly basis that gosh, I'm hanging around these comedians. These are the people who are on stage, they're on magazines, they're on TV. These people need to have beautiful smiles. So I had that Oprah aha moment, and I said, ding, 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 I'm going to be the dentist to the stars. Now, back in the 90s, it was, still kind of rare to be a woman in dentistry. I was 28 at the time. To be an African-American dentist in New York City was a rarity. So my comedian friends said, you know what, if you stay in New York and you start your business, I promise you we'll support and your business will blow up. So once I decided that I was going to stay and that I was going to be the dentist to the stars, I just kind of made it happen. I brought it into fruition. So I put it on the business card, hit the streets of New York, and I really built my brand from scratch. So it wasn't something that I planned, but it just kind of fell in the realm of who I was hanging out and in my environment. And it just made sense because I discovered that I love cosmetic dentistry. Back in the 90s, it was just starting to really boom with extreme makeover and it being on TV and consumers understanding that there were options for them to improve their smiles. So that's how I got my start. I saw a potential target audience. I saw that I didn't have a lot of competition being a young Black female dentist in New York. And I took a chance. I didn't have any money. I thought that when I graduated, I was just gonna go to the newspaper, answer an ad and work for someone. I didn't even plan on becoming a business owner, but after actually taking a few jobs, I discovered that I needed to do dentistry my way, and I wanted to build the practice in life that
Mhm.
I wanted to design. So that's how I got my start. Took a chance, and it paid off.
Awesome. So I'm sure you have more specific strategies now, not just going to the comedy club, right? To become
I
a
still do
celebrity.
that. I still do the
Yeah.
things. But yeah, there's more to it now. You got to do a
Yes.
lot more these days.
Awesome. Awesome. So I am going to invite you to share your slides and go on with
Awesome.
your presentation, Doctor.
Okay, we're going to share these slides. Hold on. Boop. Okay. Can you see them pretty good? Can you see the slides? Hold on.
I
Hold on. Let me, okay, share screen. There we go. 1 second. And play from the beginning. Okay.
Awesome.
You can see everything good? All right. All right. So when we're thinking about our business and where we want to go, you really have to define what is your personal brand. And no matter what, if you're not an entrepreneur and running your own business, no matter where you are working, you still have to keep in mind that you are the personal brand. You are a brand as a doctor, dentist, physician, you are a brand no matter what. And a personal brand is, according to Wikipedia, is the conscious and intentional effort to create influence and public perception of an individual by positioning them as an authority in their industry, elevating their credibility, and differentiating themselves from the competition to ultimately advance their career, increase their circle of influence, and have a large impact. So we should all be striving to develop and hone our personal brand. And it's something that's always evolving. When you're building your brand, it's ever changing. The main goal when you're developing and building your personal brand is to create a relevant message that creates trust and that you can monetize. And the message is something that you really have to work on. It's trial and error. For doctors and healthcare professionals, there are so many benefits that are linked to creating your personal brand. You're going to build that trust with your patients or your clients. You're going to be able to create dialogue with any potential patients. When you have your personal brand, you can attract your target. Like I said, the entertainment industry was my target by the messaging that I was presenting. Well, you can do the same thing and identify who your target audience is. It's going to help you build your authority. If you notice with major brands and commercials, they have their brand messaging, and when they have their TV commercials, they're building their authority. When they're online and they're using influencers and people who are noticed in the public, they're building their authority. Having a personal brand will help you share your knowledge and expertise. And we're going to talk about how you could do that as well. And it helps you build your positive reputation, as well as increase your visibility and awareness. So again, we all should be striving to perfect our personal brand. There are 6 essential steps to creating your personal brand. Number 1 is you have to know yourself and you have to be confident. Knowing yourself is it's about knowing what your story is. What is your why? What made you become a doctor, a dentist? What makes you get up and go to work? For me, my why and knowing myself and related to my field is, when I was growing up, when I was in elementary school, I had terrible teeth. I had multiple spaces. I had teeth that flared out, and I got called names all the time. Bugs Bunny, all these hurtful names that school kids call you. I got those names called for me. And throughout my childhood, growing up through middle school, I did not feel confident. I hid from other kids. I was an introvert. And so when I got to high school, that pivotal time in your life when you want to fit in, when you want to be kind of one of the cool kids, I literally had my breaking point. And this is when my life's journey began. My mom, and it's Mother's Day. Thank you, Mom. My mom, when I was 15 years old, she surprised me and took me to a dental visit that I thought was just a checkup and cleaning, but it turned out that it was an orthodontic appointment, and she was giving me the gift of a smile to close my gap and straighten my teeth. And guys, I wore those braces for 1 year, the traditional metal braces, not these cute little clear braces that you guys have access to. I wore the traditional braces for a year, and when they came off, oh my God, my whole life was changed. I mean, I was transformed. I felt like the most beautiful girl in the world. And I knew from that moment, from the way that people reacted to me, and how I felt so confident myself. I mean, I got my first boyfriend. Hi, Scott Newman. I joined the dance squad. I even went on to win Prettiest Smile. I had no clue about the power of a smile until my smile was transformed. And I knew at that moment at 16 that I wanted to become a dentist. So when I'm conveying my messaging through social media, in my ads, when I'm doing live seminars and talking, I can speak from personal experience because I understand the power of the smile. It helps me connect to my target audience. And I have the confidence because I know as a cosmetic dentist at the end of my treatment that they're going to have that skyrocketed confidence that their life is going to be changed too. So I share my story every chance that I can. Number two, you have to develop your voice. What is going to be your tone and your style? You can probably tell already. You know, some dentists and physicians, you know, some are very serious. They deliver their message. They're very, you know, there's no, you know, they're just to the point. They give you the information. That's it. You can probably tell already that I'm pretty warm and inviting, and I like to smile and develop that rapport with patients as if I am your friend. I am your best friend. I'm your bestie. I'm your dental bestie. So when I'm talking very authentically. I'm talking to my patients as if they are someone that I would hang out with. I want to connect and not put on a false pretense, but still be delivering the information in an authoritative way. But my voice is very lighthearted, very warm, inviting, but yet I'm delivering the information that you need. What is going to be your voice, your tone? How do you want to connect with your patients and clients? Number three, you have to find your distinct selling point. What is going to make you different? So when you're doing your Instagram, your social media, your Facebook, your LinkedIn messaging, you're doing your ads, you're doing your videos, you have to think about what's going to make you different when you're talking to your potential client. What's going to be that one thing that you say that will make them say yes? What's going to make you stand out from all the physicians, all the doctors and dentists that are out there? What's going to make you stand out? We're going to talk about this in this presentation as well. And then you have to get out and network. We talked about this in my intro, getting out and going where your potential clientele is. So for me in New York City, I had the luxury in the 90s to hang out at comedy clubs, go to dance clubs, wherever my target audience hangs out is where I am at. And still today, I do the same thing. Now it's hanging out on Clubhouse, hanging out on Instagram and Facebook, doing podcasts like this, Facebook groups, hanging out, finding my audience and hanging out and networking wherever they are. I say today, unlike in the 90s when I was starting my business, it's so much easier to network, especially with online and social media. Know your competition. I'm going to take you through a little exercise in which you can do what we call a SWOT analysis, where you can look at your strengths and your weaknesses and also find out who your top competitors are and find out what their strengths and weaknesses are so you can make the adjustments and market accordingly. And then finally, creating a good reputation. Once you're out there and you have your clientele, you want to make sure that you are letting people know you're getting those great 5-star ratings on ZocDoc or on Google, that your clients are happy and they're willing to give you testimonials. All those things will tie in and help you build your personal brand. So as I said, I like to be very authentic. So when you see me on live, I'm doing things like Q&As. I go live on a weekly basis every Wednesday so that I can personally connect to my audience. Facebook Live, YouTube, I'm doing YouTube videos, I'm doing LinkedIn, Instagram, and Clubhouse. If you go to my page, it's not the typical, as a cosmetic dentist, you know, a lot of cosmetic dentists will show a lot of before and afters. For me, it's very important for you to get a sense of who I am. What do I like to eat? Where do I hang out? I'm posting funny memes. I'm also on TikTok giving advice and just being silly. I like to have fun with it. And a lot of times, I don't always show the glamorous side of my life. I want you to see that being a physician, being a dentist is hard work. I don't always have makeup on. And a lot of doctors and physicians and dentists will let what they look like, or maybe they don't sound so proper, they don't have a script. The best videos and the best content and the best engagements are going to come from you just being your authentic self. uh, Cardi B is a great example of being your authentic self, and she has a massive audience. People love when she gets on and she doesn't have, and she's one of my clients. She doesn't always have makeup on. She doesn't always talk 100% properly, but she is loved by many because she's just real. I like to bring that to my audiences as well. And it works, guys. People want to, we're just, dentistry is what I do. I'm a person. I want you guys to feel that connection with me. All right, so the exercise that I want to take you to is to help you understand what makes you unique from your competition. When you're building your personal brand, you want to know, you have to think about, what do you want to be known for? What do you want people to call you? So you can, I can actually have this in my book, How to Become a Celebrity Doctor. It's a SWOT analysis. And so again, you're going to analyze, before you start marketing, you're going to analyze your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities of how you can become better, and any threats. And I want you to find like your top 5 competitors and do the same thing. Look and see what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, what opportunities they currently have over you that's beneficial, that may draw your target audience towards them as opposed to you, and threats. Next, you're going to develop your distinct selling offer and your call to action. A call to action is what do you want? You post something on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. What do you want them to do? Every offer should have a call to action. Do you want them to click on the link in your bio to get to your website? Do you want them to call your office? Do you want them to download this free report that you've created for them? Always have a call to action. All right, so here's the steps of coming up with your message. When you are doing your messaging and you want to get the customers that you are looking for, your target audience, you have to discover your customers' pain point. What are your customers sitting at home in the bed at night worried about? What are they saying to themselves? What's bothering them? What's keeping them from sleeping at night? When your customers are looking for a particular service or product, it's because they have something that's bothering them, or something they need help with. Your job is to discover, think about your customers' pain points. Here are 5 types of pain points that your customers may have. It's either going to be a financial pain point. Maybe they don't have the money that they are looking for to get your service or product. It could be a productivity or performance pain points. They're not getting enough work done in their job. They're not really crushing it. Number 3, it could be a process pain point. They just can't figure out how to, get through steps A, B, and C to achieve their goals. So there are people who can solve those problems. 4 is self-esteem and confidence pain points. These are where the therapists and the coaches come into play. And then there's pain points for support, people who just need support. Maybe they just need to talk to someone. They need support in growing their businesses. Again, if you're a doctor coach, those are pain points that may help you grow your business. Okay, so how are you going to discover your customers' pain points? Number one, you can listen to your clients when they speak with you in your offices, when they email you, when they DM you on social media. When I get messages or when I'm talking to my clients, I'm literally writing down, I have a list of pain points, complaints, things that's bothering them. So when I'm creating my messaging, I can speak to other clients that may be like them. If they've come to me already to solve their problems or they're reaching out to me, then I want to find more people that have those same pain points. So I read my social media messages very carefully, my emails very carefully, and I'm constantly writing down what my potential clients are worried about, what they need help with. Number two, you can identify frequently asked questions. Again, I get questions all the time when I'm on Instagram, Facebook Live. I get emailed and DM lots of questions. Some of the things that you get asked all the time are indications of pain points. If you're ever looking to build content, answering frequently asked questions is a great way to start to build your audience and build your authority. Because especially on Google and on YouTube, if you are answering questions, you're helping people get to the yes. Number three, you can hold a live or virtual roundtable with new or potential customers. This is where Facebook and Instagram Live, having groups where you could talk about some of the things that may help your customers. Doing clubhouse rooms where you can hold a roundtable on a subject to figure out what is paining your potential clients. You can hold regular meetings with your team. It's always great to talk with their team members because doctors, you know, sometimes when you leave the room, they will say, hey, dental assistant, hey, medical assistant, do you really think that? They'll tell your staff things that they will sometimes not disclose to you. So have meetings with your team members, your office manager, your receptionist, the people who are constantly coming in contact with your existing customers and potential customers are great resources of discovering your patients and your customers' pain points. And you know, put yourself in your client's shoes and answer from their viewpoint. So for me, let's just say if I'm thinking about what my customers may be thinking about, they're probably at home saying, if I could just fix my crooked smile and feel better about my teeth, if I could just lose 10 extra pounds that I gained from COVID, if I could just get rid of that nagging foot pain, those are the, you know, think about what your clients are sitting at home wishing that they could just do. Step two, once you have your pain point, you're going to write down 3 to 5 challenges that are associated with that pain point. So let's just use a cosmetic dentistry example. If I could just fix my crooked smile, I would feel so much better about my teeth. So one of the 5 challenges could be, well, I don't know how I can afford to fix my teeth. That's the financial pain point and challenge. Number 2, I don't know what options I have. I have these crooked teeth. I mean, what can I do? I don't know. What are my options? Is it braces? Is it veneers? Is it bonding? I don't know. Challenge number 3, I don't know which dentist to trust to fix my smile. Number 4, I don't want to wait years to get the perfect smile. I want it now. Challenge number 5, I don't smile because I'm embarrassed about my teeth. So once you have your pain point and you think about the challenges that they might be having that's preventing them from saying yes, now you can start to think about the transformation. You're going to think in your head, what is the final transformation that your customers want to achieve so that you can assemble your marketing hook? Your service or product can really become a transformational marketing tactic. The key is the ultimate final transformation that your product or service should provide is that it has to directly address that pain point that your customers want to be solved. So a marketing hook is a memorable phrase or a sentence that describes the main benefit or transformation that you offer your clients. It's a teaser. So let's just come up with a transformation and hook for, if I could just fix my crooked smile, I'd feel so much better about my teeth. So a hook would be, and transformation would be, that they're thinking to themselves, with low monthly payments, I can finally afford to fix my smile. The pain point, affording to fix their smile. So I can feel more confident and sexier. That's the transformation. So pain point again, affording to fix my smile. The transformation, I want to feel confident and sexier. Here's another one. I'll finally be able to show off my smile in pictures. That is the transformation, without feeling embarrassed. That's the pain point. See how those two go together? I've been held back and have never been taken seriously in business because of my smile. That's the pain point. But with my new smile, I'll look more like a business person, and I'll be able to move up the corporate ladder. That's the transformation. So that's what you got to think about. You're going to put the transformation with the pain point and challenge, and that's how you're going to hook them. You can make your argument even stronger by using social proof. So it's going to be super important as you build your brand, as you build your audience, as you get those customers in, that you ask for a written testimonial, but a video testimonial will certainly go a long way. I have this already in my consent forms, my new patient forms. I have a consent to video and a consent to use testimonials. Customer reviews and word of mouth recommendations are all social proof. When you have people spreading the word, and don't be afraid to ask your existing clients, hey, if you're happy, do you mind referring? Or do you have like 3 more people that you know that might benefit from getting their smile transformed? Your happy customers will be happy to be your mouthpiece and spread the word. When you post, don't be afraid to ask people to share your content. It is the easiest way that someone can support you. It does not cost them a thing to like, to share, to send it to their stories and share with their audience. That is social proof. Step 4, now that you have your pain points, your challenges, your transformation, it is time to create your distinct selling offer that your customers cannot resist. So here's the secret formula. All right, so you want to combine features of your product or service with the benefits of your product and services. You want to add some urgency to it, a timeline, why they should act now. You want to offer some kind of guarantee or warranty. You need a hot title for your offer that screams benefits and makes them pay attention. You need to add some kind of bonus and a call to action. So here is an example of a message that might sell. All right, hot title name. If you're a general dentist, your hot title name may be the best damn healthy mouth exam in Cleveland, Ohio. That'll make somebody look right. If you're in Cleveland, Ohio, wouldn't you want the best damn healthy mouth exam? The features. Features could be, we're going to do a 10-point oral health exam, including x-rays, exams, and a teeth cleaning. But that 10-point exam, that sounds like it's going to be amazing. That I'm going to get a thorough examination. Benefits of the feature. So the benefits could be, it's $99, flat fee for new patients only. We're not doing this for everybody, just our new patients. Urgency. The urgency is that this is for new patients only, and you may say for 3 days only. Bonus, if you sign up for the next 24 hours, we're going to help you look younger and sexier by including a free home teeth whitening bundle kit. You can get this bonus for free if you sign up in the next 24 hours. That's the urgency. That kit is valued at $150 and guaranteed. I always like to give a satisfaction guarantee. I think that's the safest thing. There are all kinds of guarantees and warranties, but I think satisfaction guarantee is one of the safer guarantees that you can give, because that means you're going to keep working at it until they are 100% satisfied. And then the call to action could be click on the link below to sign up now. So hopefully that gave you some perspective on how to create a hot titled offer. Once you have your offer, you are ready to hit social media and do what we call social media campaigns. When you're thinking about a campaign, and this is what all major corporations do, they do campaigns. It's not just a one-off post. There's actions and steps that we want you want to take your customers through a journey. So we're going to take them through a campaign. When you're doing a campaign, you want to decide on what your end goal is. For me, in my marketing campaigns, I want my end goal to be that I want my clients to sign up for a consultation to speak to me about porcelain veneers and teeth whitening. And hopefully, after they have that consultation with me, they are going to book because they see no other option but me to do their smile makeover. Number two, you're going to decide on your social media channel purpose. Some people like myself, I have multiple pages, and each page has a purpose. I have a fan page, just where I show like me being the dental star. So I have Dr. Catrise Austin fans. Then I have Dr. Catrise Austin, where my purpose is to talk the language of transformation, to talk the language of porcelain veneers, to talk the language of teeth whitening, and to get people to see why I am the expert for them and to book an appointment. Then I have a whole teeth whitening page where I'm only talking teeth whitening and how I help people start their teeth whitening businesses. So what kind of content are you going to post? Is it going to be videos? Is it going to be inspiration? Is it going to be before and afters? You got to think about all that when you're thinking about your campaign and your pages that you're going to run your campaign on. It's very helpful when you're organized and you can do a content calendar. What are you going to talk about for the week, or for some people, they like to plan it out for the month. Maybe the month has a theme. This month, we're going to talk about how to have whiter teeth. And that whole month, their content is about whiter teeth, or the week. So for me, my content calendar, I have days of the week. Makeover Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Webinar Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, where I'm highlighting things that happened in my life in the past. What is it? Friday is Fun Fact Friday. Saturday is, what is my Saturday? Saturday is Smile Saturday, and Sunday is Sunday Fun Day. So you can come up with daily themes, and it helps your content planning really, really easy. I think doing the daily themes just makes it super easier. Then you have to create the visual content for your theme. And I think that's, for some people, the challenging part. I have freelancers that help me with my visual content. If you're not that great with using Canva and some of the things to create your content, there are templates out there that you can purchase. You can go to canva.com. It's an app to help you design your visual content. Or you can hire someone if you just don't have a lot of time to do it yourself. I do all of my social media. I love being hands-on. And if you need help coming up with a schedule, there are social media scheduling tools that you can use, like Hootsuite, that can help you schedule your posts. If you don't have time to do it yourself, you can schedule it, set it, and forget it. And then you want to monitor and see how well your engagements are. And I know Dr. Keys is going to be speaking soon about social media and building your audience and engagement. You can look at your insights on your post. There's a little button that says insights, and it'll tell you how many people have viewed your video, how many were men, how many were women, where they came from. You want to monitor those things so you can know where to make the adjustments and plan your follow-up strategy. Part of becoming a celebrity doctor, and Dr. Emily's mentioned something in the intro. When I say celebrity doctor, I don't mean that you have to work with celebrities. I mean, I do. But when I say celebrity doctor, I mean building your visibility. Not everybody has the personality or even want to put themselves out there to the extent that some celebrities do to build their audience. But we're just talking about visibility and getting known. If you live in Youngstown, Ohio, or Flint, Michigan, where I'm from, you may not have the opportunity to be on major TV shows and build your celebrity to this level that I have. You could, but you may just want to be a local small town hero and be known in your city. When I was growing up, my dentist, Dr. Oscar L. Wright, back in the 70s and 80s, he had radio commercials every freaking 5 minutes, and he was the most popular dentist in town. So we're just talking about building your visibility. So relationship building is a big part of that. I'm going to talk to you about how to make celebrity contacts and meet industry influencers. When I was 12 years old in Flint, Michigan, one of the first celebrities that I met, actually the first celebrities that I ever met, was a group called Run DMC, which happened to be one of the most influential hip hop groups in hip hop history. And they came to my hometown to a skating arena. They were dropping their first hip hop track called It's Like That. And I was a fan. So I went to the skating arena and I wrote them a fan letter at the age of 13 and slipped it under their dressing room door, which happened to be the area where you picked up your roller skates if you were going roller skating on a regular day. I slipped under the door the fan letter, and they came out and said, "Who wrote this letter?" And I had the opportunity, look at young Catrise right there. I had the opportunity to meet Run DMC, my first celebrities, the biggest hip hop legends in the game, at 13. Well, their manager, who's super famous, Russell Simmons, you may have heard that name, he gave me his business card and he said, "Keep in touch." At 13 years old, I take this business card and I go to the first hip hop concert in history called the Fresh Fest. And I go to the security guard and I say, "Hey, I know Russell Simmons. Can I come backstage?" And he lets me backstage. I told my mom to wait for me in the audience. I'm going backstage, and it worked because I had Russell Simmons' business card. And if I knew Russell, I must have been someone. I'm doing this stuff at 13. So meeting celebrities has always been a special gift. I use those same tactics today, but meeting Run DMC at age 13 taught me that you have to reach out to celebrities directly. We didn't have social media back when I was in elementary school, so I had to go to where Run DMC was. I wrote them a letter, I reached out to them, and it worked. Run DMC taught me the power of networking and having business cards. Always be prepared to have your barcode, your business card. Be ready to tell people who you are and how you can help them, and don't give up. It is a process. 24 years later, in 1996, I come to New York City, and I landed after I determined that I was going to become a celebrity dentist. I took a chance and I landed my first celebrity client that put me on the map, and his name was Isaac Hayes, the musical legend of the 70s. I happened to meet him in P. Diddy's restaurant called Justin's, where every Tuesday he would have a dance party in his restaurant. At about 10 o'clock, he moved the tables to the side, and every celebrity would come there and under the sun to hang out there, dance, and just have a good time. So that was another celebrity hotspot that I would attend. And I see this musical legend sitting down having dinner before the dance party started. And I said, wow, this is a man whose music my mom used to play all the time, every Saturday. I'm going to go over there and tell him who I am and that I'm a dentist. And, you know, everybody needs a dentist, right? So I'm going to take this business card, go over there, introduce myself. And when I did that, and went over and said, hey, I'm Dr. Catrise Austin. I'm a cosmetic dentist. If you ever need a dentist, please, you know, call me. And he told me, he looked at the card, he looked at me, and he was like, young lady, I ain't never seen a dentist that looks like you. Do you want to sit down and have dinner with me? And the rest is history. That's how I got my first celebrity client, interrupting someone's dinner and getting to know him and building a relationship with him. He went on to take me, I literally became a part of his entourage. I would go to the Grammys, go to film festivals with him. He exposed me to the entertainment world where I got to grow my business and brand as a celebrity dentist. He was my first celebrity client, and I could just run with it. I finally had somebody legitimately on my client roster. What Isaac Hayes taught me was that you have to make authentic connections with people. People don't want you to sell them. They want to know how you can make them feel good or how you can change their lives. And to dream big, be fearless when you're going after your goals. Again, today I use these same networking techniques to connect with important people that I want to meet and do business with. And you can do the same thing too. You have to have an elevator pitch. An elevator pitch, I'm going to just see how I'm doing with time. Hold on. Okay, an elevator pitch is where you're going to take a quick 30 to 60 seconds to introduce yourself, your company, and how you can help your prospective patients. You see this on Shark Tank all the time. You guys should have elevator pitches. And I'm going to show you guys what your pitch should include. Your elevator pitch should include, again, who you are. What does your company do? What's your offer, your value proposition? You need to grab their attention, and you want to read and edit that pitch until you get it down. The closer you can get it to 30 seconds, the better. But I think I have a sample. Yes, here is a sample of an elevator pitch for me. Let's see. Okay. Hi, I'm Dr. Catrise Austin, cosmetic dentist to the stars and owner of VIP Smiles Dentistry. I help singles, business people, public figures, and anyone looking to quickly improve their image by taking their smiles to the next level with porcelain veneers and teeth whitening. I have a boutique cosmetic dentistry practice, and I offer personal concierge dental experiences for my clients from start to finish. My goal is to help my clients say yes to getting the beautiful and confident smile that they've been dreaming of, and that's been holding them back. The biggest and most rewarding transformation to date was the makeover that I did for Cardi B. She inspired the world to smile, and my business instantly tripled after working with her. So you can see who I was, what I do, the value proposition, and I grabbed their attention by saying, hey, I'm a famous dentist that worked with Cardi B and my business tripled. So hopefully you got a little takeaway from that. You want to keep it short again, 30 to 60 seconds. Don't ramble. Use layman's terms. Make sure that you're confident. Remember that you want to do this pitch when someone says, hey, what do you do? Or if you're in Clubhouse, a lot of times people will give you that opportunity to pitch yourself. But if you're doing an intro to your Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn Live, that's kind of what you want to do to introduce yourself. I just gave you the whole picture in 30 to 60 seconds, and make sure you show some personality. How do you meet famous people? I talked about going to the celebrity hotspots. You can reach out online. It's easier than ever. You can slide into the direct messages and literally reach your celebrities. I mean, these young people today, they have it made. They didn't have to write fan letters and slip them under doors. You can reach out directly and reach your target audience. When they're doing live appearances, book readings, you know, we're getting back to normal now, so things are going to start happening. When they're doing meet and greets, live book readings, a lot of celebrities are authors. You want to show up and shoot your shot. Celebrity hotspots. You can see I was hanging out at comedy clubs. I was hanging out at the hottest restaurants, dance clubs. Go where your celebrities or notable people, your tastemakers hang out. It could be conferences. Wherever your target audience hangs out is where you want to be. Hey, you can find out who is their agent, who is their manager, who are their publicists. Those are the gatekeepers to getting to celebrities. In my book, How to Become a Celebrity Doctor, I dive deep in how to find your celebrities and get right to them. And then there's events like celebrity gifting suites. When there's big events like the Grammys, the Oscars, the Golden Globes, or even local celebrity charity events, they usually have gifting suites or gifting bags where you can include your product or a gift certificate for your service in those celebrity gifting bags. Those are some of the strategies that I have used over the last 24 years to meet celebrities. I met heavyweight women's boxing champion of the world, Clarissa Shields, by sliding in her DMs. I saw that her smile wasn't so perfect. I sent her a message. She's from my hometown of Flint, Michigan. She instantly came to my office because she knew her celebrity was growing and she wanted to have a nice smile. So this is her at my office in Flint, Michigan. I met Cardi B through her manager, who contacted me. Actually, the manager contacted me, and we built a relationship, and he decided that I was the right person for her. But I also had a second way of reaching her was through a TV show called Love and Hip Hop, in which the producer of the show was a good friend of mine and a patient of mine as well. So having connections and inside contacts help. This is a video of me in Hollywood for the Emmys in Beverly Hills in 2019. I was introducing the world to my new charcoal teeth whitening products. And so I thought that it would be a great place to go to the Emmy gifting suites. And these are some of the celebrities that I met. I won't play the video, but you can watch it on YouTube, my YouTube channel. You can see how that worked, and it was fabulous. Met so many cool people. So I want you guys to spend some time working on your elevator pitch. Again, if you need help with this, I do teach this in my book and as a coach in my coaching course. How to be a guest on TV. It is not as hard as you guys think. TV, radio, or a feature in a magazine. You have to put yourself out there and pitch. So you have the personal pitches that you're going to give to people that you meet, but then you want to put yourself out there and pitch to editors, to producers, and let people know that you're out there and you are an expert that can speak on certain topics. When I got Isaac Hayes as my first client, my mom told me, now that you have your celebrity client, you're going to need a publicist. And I'm like, what's a publicist? Because in the 90s, dentists did not have publicists. So she made me call Eddie Murphy's publicist. Her name was Terry Williams. And I was able to use her to start getting on TV. I have been on local and national TV shows like the Dr. Oz show. I've been on Fox and all across the country, local TV shows. Again, it's great to be on the Today Show and Dr. Oz, but you can be a local celebrity and get on TV and talk about what's happening in your field, what's new, what products are out, what topics are hot, and talk on TV locally. So you need a media pitch. A media pitch is a brief email or phone call that outlines why a story is relevant and newsworthy. To To prepare for the media pitch, it would be very nice as an expert that you have a book. A book is the number one thing that you can have to create your celebrity, because celebrities have books, right? So you need to work on a book. In my book, How to Become a Celebrity Doctor, I tell you how to write your first book without putting pen to paper. So easy. You can have a book done within 4 weeks or less if you follow my strategies. You need to have a press kit. This is a kit that has all kinds of tools that tell people who you are and what you've been up to. I'm going to talk about what you need to have on your press kit shortly. You need to have a video demo reel. All the videos of you being on TV or you speaking, you giving advice, put that into a demo reel so that your potential TV producer, your podcast producer, your webinar producer can know how you look when you're speaking on TV, when you're on video. They want to see how you're going to show up and make sure that you have good diction and that you can spread a message in a way that they want. And you can do what's called a story pitch. So we're going to talk about these things now. In your email pitch or your call, you're going to need a subject line that's going to say, what is the title of your pitch, or hot topic or hot story, your newsworthy information. You're going to lead in with some stats of what's going on. What is so important? Why should this story be talked about in the news? You want to make sure you lead with that. It's going to need, again, that call to action. What do you want the audience who is reading this article that is on TV, what do you want them to do? And what is the value proposition and a conclusion? So this is a pitch that I did a couple years ago called, the title is Cardi B's, DJ Khaled, and A$AP Rocky's dentist shares 3 insider secrets for whiter teeth. And this pitch has got me on about 10 TV shows. In October, I like to pitch as a dentist because it is National Dental Hygiene Month. So I sent this pitch out, use my celebrity. That's why having celebrity clients and influencers, those are headliner names. And then I'm giving them 3 insider secrets on how they can have whiter teeth, how the audience that's viewing this can have whiter teeth. So I started off with some ways that teeth whitening can boost your image and take your career to the next level, put some stats in there. And then it says, Dr. Catrise Austin, the Queen of Smiles, says, having a white smile makes you more confident, happier, and successful. I gave them 3 ways that they can improve their smile at home with getting whiter teeth, how the steps they can get whiter teeth. And then I gave them natural whitening products that they could use to whiten their teeth at home on a budget. And some of the celebrities that have used these tips, like using fresh strawberries to whiten your teeth, using activated charcoal to use their teeth, like Drake uses, and how Julianne Hough uses turmeric powder to whiten the teeth. You can see my book. You can see I have products. I look like an expert that somebody would want to have on TV. I teach you guys how to do your email pitches as well. Then you can also do what's called a press release, is where you are sending an announcement out, a broadcast announcement to all the news channels about your newsworthy information. You can send out a press release when you have a new product, when you have a new procedure that you're doing in your office, update to existing products, you're hosting an event, you're opening a new office, celebrity health news, you're rebranding yourself, you're getting an award. Those are all newsworthy things. Your kit should have your bio, facts about your company, images of your brands, your logo, people who are on your team, some of the newsworthy things that you want to share. You put this in a folder, or it could be a PDF that your potential people can download when they are looking to have you on TV. Samples of articles that are relevant, awards that you received, and more. I am the author of 6 books now. 2 I wrote in the pandemic. So I am an expert on teeth whitening, how to have a Hollywood smile, how oral health and diabetes are connected, and how to become a celebrity doctor. And I am going to show you guys how you can get to me as a dentist. If you want to download some information that will help you jumpstart your celebrity status, you can download my free report, which is 5 fun ways to jumpstart your celebrity doctor status. You can just go to www.celebritydoctorreport.com. In this report, you'll learn some of my marketing secrets that will get you noticed by your target audience and boost your incomes and become a celebrity in your industry. If you want to learn more about pitching, writing your book, building your brand message, and your hot topic offers, you can get that content in my book, celebritydocs.com. It will teach you everything that you need to know to jumpstart your celebrity doctor status. And if you want to connect with me, I am Dr. Catrise Austin in all social media outlets, or you can reach me on my website, vipsmiles.com. Thank you guys so much. I hope I brought value to your day.
Wow, 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 wow. That was way too much value for the hour. I'm sure if we compare notes, we probably are learning from some of the leaders
Yes,
in marketing. And I just
yes,
I want to reemphasize two of the things that you said. The first one is when we're talking about celebrity here, we're talking about being known to the people that matter, right? Now
yeah,
you happen to choose to also work with celebrity, and obviously back in the 90s we have Dr. Dorfman who did Smile
yes,
Makeover, right?
yes,
So there are
yes.
doctors who choose to do that now, or you could be somebody like me. I don't choose to work on celebrity, but I want people to know, like in the community, if somebody say Emily Letron, one of the doctors who taught marketing, say the worst thing to hear is people saying,
Who's
"Who's
that?
that?" Right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So you want them to at least know, oh yeah, that she has an office here, has been 24 years, that kind of a thing. And then they
Yes,
can always go look you up, because if you are everywhere on social media and you have your website and everything, when they Google your name, they're going to find you, right? And
yes,
that's part of the
yes.
celebrity factor that we talk about here. The second part you also mentioned is not for everybody in the sense of putting yourself out there, right? And actually that's one of the things that I help people with, is I help people with building up that confidence, right?
Yes.
If your drive is to be your best, if your drive is to have a better business, more profitable business, so you can take care of your family, you can take long vacations with your kids, you,
Yes.
you can create impact, you can do free dentistry day, that kind of a thing. If increasing your income and growing your business is part of that, then there should be a drive to be a quote celebrity doctor,
Yeah,
dentist, whatever that is. Yeah.
I now with my new practice, I literally am only in the office 6 days a month. I make probably more money than I did before when I had the 3-chair office and the staff. And I can really have the lifestyle that I want. And I love it that way because I'm very focused with my marketing and the procedures that I'm doing. I'm offering a high ticket item, so I don't have to work so hard,
Right.
and I can enjoy myself and really I want to, keep doing this for another 10 years probably. So you
Well,
got to have the stamina.
if you're working 6 days a month, I don't think it's going to be a challenge to work another 10
Right.
years,
Yeah.
right? Right? And we're talking about the dentistry part. Obviously, you're always working. I see you being very active on social media, and that's the thing, is we want the doctors, the healthcare professionals to understand that it's just not working in the business; it's also working on the business.
On the
And
business.
yes, and that's why I have that event, Action to Win, coming up in July, because that's where we talk about how to work on your business. There are a couple of questions that come in, but one of them, and we'll see how you answer this one. Dr. Carmen Leo Bustamante, she said most of the patients have a cycle problems. So sometimes they show it in the dental chair. So she wants to know how you, as a celebrity dentist, deal with that. So that way you can just focus on actually doing the dentistry work. So
Yeah.
how do you deal with a cycle patient? Is
And
what you
I
say.
will. That is a great question because the celebrities are probably more psycho than the regular. They are very psycho. The cool thing is in undergrad, I majored in psychology. I didn't
Awesome.
major. Yeah, I didn't major in chemistry and some of the sciences that traditional physicians major in. And that was super helpful in learning how to communicate, getting into the mind, and learning how to diffuse. In dentistry, as you know, there's a lot of fear that comes along with it. So having even solutions for and presenting the options, hey, you can get nitrous, you could get a diazepam, we could put you to sleep. If fear is what has you kind of riled up and nervous and talking to me in a certain way, hey, we got a solution for that. But a lot of that is just building that rapport, and teaching people how to treat you, and giving them that same respect. I had a friend of mine yesterday actually say, I went to the dentist last week and I was trying to communicate to the dentist what my problem and the history of where my problems have come from. And he just kept kind of dismissing what I was saying. So if you just hear out your clients and you have that form of communication, a lot of times you can manage that cycle. That cycle.
Yeah. Well, that's great advice because I think, like we had mentioned at the very beginning, we didn't have a lot of training in
No.
in our professional school. You know, whether you go to pharmacy or medicine or dentistry or chiropractic, and because we're just so focused on doing the work, and sometimes, we have to admit some of us just don't have that personality, right? So if you don't have that personality, surround yourself with the staff that have that personality so they
That
can
is
step in for
correct.
you, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
the office manager, assistant, or receptionist has those skills where you as the provider does not. But taking courses uh, on management and communication and psychology will help you deal with your clients as well. So when we're taking CE courses, it doesn't just have to be dental CE. Take those
Right.
courses that will enhance your total person as a physician or dentist.
Right, right, and that's why we create that program, Doctor HB, Doctor in Healthcare Business. We can, everyone can go to that website, drhb.org, and check out the whole slew of information that we're teaching that has nothing to do with clinical. Because, as you know, when the patient come in, they already assume that you're a good clinician,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. What?
yeah.
So it is so awesome to have you on. Can you tell people just one more time where to go and download that report? I know they can find you, Dr. Catrice Austin, everywhere,
hmm
right? But where do
You
they?
can very easily, if you click on the link in my bios on social media, you'll see a link tree and you'll see the report right there. That's the easiest way. Or you can go to celebritydoctorreport.com, but it's right
All
in my link
right.
tree. So you could click on and find out more and get that information.
Okay. One last question. A young doctor just coming out of school, and they don't have that understanding that they need to be famous or they need to be a celebrity to fast track their career. They don't have that understanding.
Uh-oh.
Things. What would be your advice if they want to grow their business real fast?
If they want to grow the business real fast, and I'm hoping that today's new dentists kind of understand with social media that this is what where you have to be. But if you want to build your audience real fast, some of the things that I talked about today, identifying what kind of personality you want to convey yourself, what kind of doctor you want to be, and put yourself out there. put yourself out there. You have a message. You're doing dentistry, you're doing your medical field for a reason. Put yourself out there and tell why and how you can build your how you can help your people, and your audience will start to grow. But you have to do it, because you will be just another dentist if you are not taking the steps to put yourself out there. Hit social media network, uh, be a podcast guest, and just build your authority, and you'll be fine. And get my
Awesome.
book.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
so thank
just
you.
follow me.
Yeah, no,
Just follow me.
obviously.
That's
Yeah.
it. Just
Follow. Yeah. Follow, follow the leader. Follow the leader.
follow
Follow the
the
leader.
leaders.
Well,
Yes.
thank you so. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Austin. It's been an awesome experience. I'm sure
Thank you for
we will see
having
you
me.
again on our platform, and
Yes.
we'll see you on Clubhouse. And everybody, please please have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time on our partner. Thank you.
Bye.